sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, 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 chat already getting Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, 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 chat already getting. Push back on the ramp, yeah, the stream's about to roll. Flows like a pilot, but the rhythm got that soul. GA pistons humming, feel the throttle when it kicks. Then he jumps into the air, but call him Leo sticks. Biz jet sleek, 737 on the climb. Checklist reading clean, every switch is on time. IFR mind with a V and far swagger, but a landing's on deck. He don't bounce, never stagger. Yeah, Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting green light in the chat, steady sipping on it, yeah. Trying to keep it level, but he almost spilled it in his lap. Laughing as we cross check out to meter looking right. Rock say sticks, that boom boom room hitting different tonight. Captain Will rolling in, always dropping that support. OG in the tower, giving love from every port. Community strong like a crew on a long haul. Everybody locked in when Leo makes the call. Yeah, Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting Peg, VF arm, Leo's dialed into the float. Cross checking every column like he's running ATC control. FMC low, decided lock, perf data tight. Flex him said he launches heavy, birth into the night. Intercept the localizer, needle split, then a line. Need a slope alive, he calls it out before the diamond shine. Windshield warning bark, but he rides it like a king. Correcting with precision, rudder inputs clean. Configure on schedule, flash notch by the book. V-ref nail, perfect, come and watch this approach cook. Touchdown stove, stable, man gear kiss with finesse. Leo's landings hit different, auto brakes handle the rest. Yeah. Flight levels climbing, vibes aligning, turbulence ain't stopping nothing. Boom, boom, room, open wide, engines roaring, bases thumping. Vatum sim, skies lit, and the chat stay fly. Leo hits that autopilot, let the stream glide by. Yeah, Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting Leo sticks, 86, hit the switch, we taking flight. Real world flows, checklist tight, cockpit glowing through the night. General aviation, props to the heavies, yeah, he flies it all legit. 10K up, boom, boom, room, chat already getting lit.
No baggage on board in the plane. Leaving everything bad in the rearview and taking whatever remains. Whatever been good for my spirit, the rest I've been setting ablaze. Burning it down to the ground, I started refreshing the page. Till I rest in the grave, I'm making a mark and etching my name. I get it, you feeling the way, but when you try throwing your shade, we throwing grenades. Growing with pain to help me turn into the man I became. I'm better with age, forever the era, I cherish the phase. But some things are better left back in the days. We started a wave, then parted away. A part of me feel like it's part of
Yo, what is going on, family, friends, and fellow enthusiasts? It's your boy Leo. Happy Saturday, as we kick off tonight's doubleheader. 2 streams tonight, back to back. This will be a one and done as we check out the Carenado Beechcraft B200 King Air. I've been waiting for a decent King Air, and while I have my qualms with Carenado as a developer, this King Air is absolutely better than the default Asobo one. So let's leave that there. Hopefully Black Square will bring over their analog King Air like they did the Caravan, and then we can just kind of kiss this one to the wind. I jumped out and got it as we handle week 7 of our NASCAR VIP transport service. Picking up where we left off last week in Darlington, South Carolina. This will be a one-stop, one and done service up to Martinsville Speedway, the Paperclip as it's known. Track I've been to many times, makes for some good racing. And if you can manage to come out of that race unscathed, then you are decent. Because next week, we head to Bristol. Another short track, high banks, high speed, complete polar opposite as far as short track. Distance is about the same as far as track length, but Bristol's high banks, Martinsville's flat corners. So complete opposite ends of the spectrum. So we'll jump in, we'll check out this King Air, we'll take a look at it, we'll put it through its paces. There's been no test flight on this bird, so this is a first look with you guys. Retired firefighters in the house, good to see you, bro. Welcome, welcome. Jacob Jamerson is in the building, good to see you as well. Mr. Greg Hill is stopping through. Captain Will's coming in with the salute. Big up, bro. Hope all is well. You off tonight, Will? Whoever else checking in chat. Again, this is a double header. We'll back into some DCS tonight. Just as soon as we finish up here, we'll jump over there, mess around, play around a bit. And the CH47 Chinook, hot area going on the Rotorhead server right now. All right, so with that said, we'll bring you up your overlay. And let me get signed into VATSIM. I was supposed to start this stream at 7 this evening, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I had to low-key take a nap, bro. I was tired. I woke up, it was 6:45. I was like, yeah, no, not happening. Not happening. All right, let me get connected up right quick. We are November 826 Lima, and we are a B200, or are we? What is the King Air 200's code? Because the 350 is B350. Do we not have a B200? That's weird that VATSIM is not popping up with a, let me just grab the iCal. Let me just make sure I'm right on this one. Beechcraft King Air King Air 200 iCal code BE20. Okay, I'm tripping. I might need to refile that. BE20. There we go. Super King Air 200. 826 Lima. We'll connect on up. And let me just do a refile of that. Just because that iCal code I put in was B200 for the flight plan. And we are BE20. Got you dripping like red bottoms on your feet. Your perfume and your makeup on my sheets. Move your body to the beat. Move your body to the beat. So take it all, you for me. Anytime, anywhere we can leave. Now it's fly in the G63. You're a prize, you're a dime, you're a queen. All right. Like the stars on the grave, you can see.
Can't believe she fell in love with a G. I got heat, if it's up, let it bleed. And girl, you know
Okay, got that refiled, and let me get signed back in. Connect BE20, and there we go. And let me just ensure that we are push to talking on the correct button, and we are. All right, gents, we are all good to go. I do believe that is good. What's up, gang? What it do? What it do? South Highway Patrol is in the building. He's loading up in the 414 Chancellor. That's what's up, bro. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're just gonna take a look at this thing. I actually like the flight model on this bird. Flight model is as far as the modeling and the looks, it is really good looking. That's no surprise for Carenado. They do make some good looking aircraft. Systems and stuff can be kind of questionable. Like I said, we'll check all of that out once we get this thing in the air. But man, I mean, she looks good. And y'all know how I feel about my PT6 turboprops. Texturing on it looks really good. I will say that. So I do know you have the option in the EFB for the wingleted version or non-wingleted version. So that's cool. Aircraft looks good. Will not hold you there. We'll remove the chocks. Quick little walk around here, gents. Again, not black square quality, but she does look. What is this is telling me? Oh, you can. Okay, look at that. You can manipulate the ailerons. That's pretty cool. Nav lights and strobes look pretty good in there in that housing there. Let's see, will it let me crouch down? I can't remember how to crouch. There we go. Let's get under the wing. And I want to take a look at the main gear here. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Looks like we got some tire deformation. See how the tire spreads out at the bottom because the aircraft's underweight. That's pretty cool. Let's see, how do we stand up? There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and open the cabin door. We'll get the tunes down as we get started here on the El Streamo. And we'll pause the tunes for now. So yeah, there's the cabin door. So what's cool about this cabin is, or cabin door, is once you click the steps, it'll bring you in so you don't have to shift C it. And now also, do I have a view set back here? Now what I wish it did was actually leave the cabin open. Now does this take us out? I don't know if that takes us out. No, you got to click the steps again. All right, so that's pretty cool. We'll take a look at the cabin as we get up. Let's just get the aircraft powered on. Cargo bay flying with us. Only because we don't remember. Oh, the yokes actually turn with the ailerons when we move the ailerons on the outside. But here's the business end of the Super King Air 200. Absolutely beautiful cockpit. It's one of my favorite turboprops. If I do say so myself. And again, it's been a minute since we've flown a. How's my thing? All right, hold on. Let me adjust my track IR here, gents. This is too much. All right, that looks good. All right, let's see what we got. Let me pull up my flight plan here on Navigraph. Looks like we'll be cruising up to Blue Ridge Airport at flight level 190. We're taking close to 1,800 pounds of fuel, and it said that we have 11 passengers, but again, we planned this up using the 350 profile. Excuse me, profile. We don't have a 200 one built. So yeah, this aircraft is integrated into the default EFB. It gives you another little app here, and you go to the Carenado little page here, and it lets you select and activate some extra stuff. Like we've got winglets, we've got the TDS GTN installed and activated. If you had the PMS one, you could use that as well. So I do like that. We'll come over here to flight performance, mass and balance. I wish we could do this through the Carenado side, but I hate using this little fuel screen here. But we'll load the aircraft up. We'll take, let's see, we've got 1,800 pounds on board now. That's about what we need, honestly. But I'm gonna fill it up just because I don't know. Not fill it up, but I'm gonna get like 2,500. Yeah, we'll fill up the left mains. Because I don't know what this thing is using on fuel because we don't have the correct profile. Seats, we'll plan up 150. Okay, you can just do it like this, that's fine. Let's say 7 passengers. We'll go with a full load here. Pilot, that's fine. All right, we're good. So we'll load aircraft. We'll load it immediately, and we'll get this up out of our way. Let me get my chute right there, and let's see, where are we at as far as ATC is concerned. We will be under Jacksonville Center. All right, so we're not in a rush on this one. Like I said, this route is only like 100 miles, 100 and something miles. This is gonna be a one leg and done. So yeah, Captain DMV, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Says WhatsApp chat. Are you even in the WhatsApp chat? Should be WhatsApp chat. I don't got nothing. WhatsApp. What you mean WhatsApp? WhatsApp what? WhatsApp what? Alright, I'm not sure how everything works on the aircraft. Like I said, this is the first time I'm messing about everything. So what we'll do is, I guess we'll get the engine started. And then, okay, so that's mouse scroll wheel to open those up wider. That's pretty cool. Cargo bay. What's up? She looked when I said that too. Let's see what we got. Everything is familiar to the King Air. Yeah, everything is pretty familiar here to the King Air. Now the King Air 200 that I remember is the black squirrel. Also had the Super King Air 350 over in X-Plane by Airfoil Labs, which that thing is still active. But let's come down and let's get the battery switch can come through to on. And we'll also check out the sounds as well. Annunciator test, that's fine. Alright, we'll come over here, we'll go, where's my, okay, standby pumps, we'll get those all on. That's fine. Do we got working circuit breaker? Oh, shucks. Carenado's got working circuit breakers on this thing. Oh, snap. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll come down. We'll get nav lights on. Beacon light can come through the on as we're fixing to start. That is fine. Annunciator panel down here. DC gen, air condition. We'll get these off since we are off. All right, we'll go. Okay, so now my controls. Let's see what we got. I did set my controls. Now, while they aren't working, let me see what's going on with that right quick. Do we have? Okay, so they're not assigned on this profile. Why is that? Let me check my sim settings and see if I can't remember if I did it in here or in SPAD. This is the only thing I hate about flying a new aircraft, guys. Is, oh, no wonder. Boeing. That's because my Bravo's not plugged up. Stand by 1 sec, guys. Let me turn on this USB. It's plugged up, but it's not on. Let me check this USB hub. Stand by 1 second. Well, I'll figure out which one of these it is. Because I did some reworking to my damn stuff here. Alright, I think that did it. I think that was it. Y'all see all of this? All of this I'm going through, this is exactly why your boy Leo doesn't, okay, and that's still not working. Let me see. This is exactly why your boy doesn't, let's see. Bravo. Okay, do we have... Okay, so for some reason this daggone profile didn't save what I did last night. Alright, let me do this. Let me just get a different profile here. Yeah, none of my accesses are saved, so let me do this. Let's go online snippets. And we'll just get a King Air profile for it. Stand by 1 second. And my question is, why is it not showing me the complete device? Oh, wrong daggone thing. Let me restart SPAD. That's what it is. Because that wasn't showing it in there either. Okay. Probably should turn our battery off right quick so we don't deplete it. While we get our profile here. And let me just see now that everything is plugged up. Yeah, alright, we indeed have our accesses. Let's see. There we go. Alright, cool. We're good. Just wasn't plugged up, that's all. Wasn't plugged up. Alright, let's jump back in. Alright, we'll come back down. We'll go battery back on. We'll go full forward on the props. Fuel pumps are on. Nav and beacon light is on. And we're going to roll on engine number 2 first. And we'll be quiet and check out how the sounds are in this aircraft. Alright. Sounds could be a little better. Didn't give me King Gary engine start vibes. Oh, we got to turn our multiplayer off. We doing this. That's Troop there, I believe. All right, we'll come down. We'll roll on number 1. Oh, there it is. My question is, why does it still sound like we outside? All right, let's get gens on. Gens are on. We'll go avionics on now. That'll start our other displays. We'll come down. We'll get you on. Get you on. That'll get us our main displays here. And let me get
TOS system test okay.
Assembly downloader. Put that in there. All right, we'll go flight plan menu, catalog, menu, imports. Where are we at? FLO. MTV. We'll activate that. And we'll leave that there for right now. Let me come over to... Okay, Jax doesn't have any ADAs, 135925. .3053 is the altimeter for Florence. And we're looking at 135925. I did not get a auto ATC.
One thing I got, Roger, what altitude did you want for your on-bar flight? And one thing I got, Roger, clear to 61 Foxtrot, Lima direct. Runway's 999, the Orlando altimeter 3025.
All right, we'll try to get in here and grab a clearance right quick. Jacksonville Center, good evening. Beechcraft, November 826 Lima, on the ground at Florence. Looking to pick up for our clearance up to Blue Ridge.
November 8, 26 Lima, Jacksonville Center, clear to the Blue Ridge Airport via enter the controlled airspace as filed. After departure, maintain 2000, expect full level 190, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.902, squawk 0733, hold for release.
All right, clear through control airspace via as filed. Climb 2000, expect 190, 5 minutes after departure. Departure's on 135.92, squawking 0733, will hold for release, November 826 Lima.
November 26 Lima, repack is correct. The tower is closed at this hour. Report number 1 for the runway, this frequency for your IFR release. Change to advisory frequency is approved for taxi. Florence altimeter 305 tree.
Altimeter 305 tree, call you for number 1 when we're ready to go. 26 Lima. All right, guys.
Current wings 999, expect a visual approach. Actually, expect the ILS runway 36 left approach.
0733, altitude reporting. That is fine.
Runway 999, expect the ILS 35 right approach.
I don't think it matters because we don't have a SID. All right, we'll come back.
Jacksonville Center, American 2317 with you, flight level 30. American 2317, Jacksonville Center, other.
All right, gents, we're going up to 19,000, so we'll set that here. Cabin altitude to flight level 190. That's good. I feel like it's still giving me the windows open sound. I do know the sound's supposed to change. Something ain't quite secure.
Domingo 1629, Jacksonville Center, roger, radar contact. Big plane 1, go ahead.
Something ain't quite secure here.
Big plane 1, call and maintain 5,000.
Or maybe it is, I don't know, I guess. It's locked. Alright, well.
Delta 8384, cross Jersey at maintain level 210.
Alright, 2,000.
Cross Jersey at 210 for 864.
First 6 off at Jacksonville Center, radar contacts, the Orlando altimeter 3025, expect the ILS runway 36 left approach. First 6 off, and turn left heading 330 to set and maintain 3000.
We're just gonna get runway heading in here.
Walker 5504 Heavy, are you going to cargo or somewhere else?
All right, everything else looks good,
5504 Heavy,
gents.
taxi around via Alpha Whiskey, or correction, Alpha Hotel, have a good night.
No flaps approach. All right, let's get CTAF 4 here.
Allegiant 1244, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, so long.
32.97, hold 4 CS.
One 251.
And Jacksonville Center, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha, VFR flight followed.
All right. Aviation, we're going Delta, Alpha 1. And Florence traffic, King Air, November 826 Lima, will be taxiing the runway 09 via taxiway Delta Alpha 1, Florence. All right, taxi lights can come on. We'll trim the aircraft. Nose up. The trim area. All right, gents, let's get it. I think we're good to go. All right, parking brakes. We'll release them. Clear right. Yeah, I think my sounds are already messed up because it still sounds like we have the windows open. I did start the thing the other night, and the windows did change the spatial audio of the sounds. Oh, headphone check. Yeah, it's obviously not, sounds not too bad though. Yeah, there it is. It just kicked in. Okay, so that's a little glitch. That's how it's supposed to sound. Great, say that sounded like we still had windows open. We're gonna have to adjust our FS realistic settings. We've done nothing with that, but I know we've got a default profile going on this thing. All right, parking brakes set. We'll come down here. We'll swap back over to Jacksonville Center.
40, that's for Bay Flight 1. Bay Flight 1, radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Jacksonville Center, FedEx 5452 at flight level 230.
Bay Flight 1, radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Jacksonville Center, King Air, November 826 Lima. Auto short runway 9er, ready to go, number 1.
United 723, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain level 350. Southwest 10, what's your plan? Cruise Mach number tonight? United 723, do not exceed Mach 0.77 at cruise. Number 26, limit release for departure, clearance void if not off in 5 minutes. If not off in 5 minutes, report your intentions as frequency within 10 minutes. Frequency change approved.
All right, clear for departure within 5 minutes, not off in 5 minutes. Can I get that again for 86 Lima Sierra?
Air 261, your clearance is void if you are not off the airport in 5 minutes. If you are not off in 5 minutes, call me back within 10 minutes with your intentions. Frequency change approved.
All right, clearance void. If not off in 5 minutes, we'll call you back if needed. Frequency change approved. 86 Lima Sierra.
November 6 Alpha, the wind 04012, runway 36 left, clear.
Launch traffic, King Air, November 86 Lima Sierra, lining up runway 9 for departure to the north, Florence. All right, landing lights can come through the on, ice lights, recog, and strobes. Tokens in chat if you got it. Props are full forward. We'll go high idle. Let those stabilize here. All right, final approach is clear, and down the runway environment is clear as well. All right, parking brakes are released. Alright, hold the brakes. We're going to smoothly bring the power up. We don't know what our values here on this thing is, so we're just going to make sure that we don't over torque the engine and we don't exceed ITT of 800 degrees. Alright, so holding on the brakes, we're going to bring the power in. Looking for a 2000 on the prop. That's fine. And we're bringing the torque in still. Alright, takeoff power is set. Brakes release. Airspeed is alive. Uh-oh. Reverse not ready. Why? Can come up. We'll trim her up here. We'll pull some power. And we'll go on back over to center.
WestJet 1140, nothing further. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night. Delta 8384, contact Washington Center 126.87.
126.87 for 864 Kia.
Talking 587. If you look on your transponder radio, there's a button that says ID or ident. You can push that button, please.
Flaps in.
Technical Center, American 2013, Icons 5, passage 17,500, speed 280.
American 2013, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level 350, resume normal speed.
Level 350, resume normal speed, American 2013.
Actually, American 2013, I need to give you an even altitude down there. Do you want 34 or 36?
I filed 36, the Charlotte controller gave me 35.
Okay, well, it's funny how he's not controlling you down there, but that's fine. Go on, maintain level 360, thanks.
360 is perfect, thank you. American 2013.
And Jacksonville Center, November 86, Lima, correction, runway heading 2000.
November 826, Lima, ident, climb and maintain, flow level 190.
All right, ident, and we're up to 190 2 Lima. Damn, I can't remember right now.
587 radar contact. About, let's see, about 83 miles southeast of the Tallahassee airport. Descend and maintain 11,000. The Tallahassee altimeter 3034. November 26, Lima radar contact about 6 miles east of Florence, clear direct Greensboro, climb and maintain up over 190.
Clear direct Greensboro up to 190, 826 Lima. I keep screwing
Runway
up.
999, descend and maintain 3,000.
Screwing up my daggone,
Deck Center, good evening. Camber 780 with you, flight level 380. How you doing, Howard?
Camber 780, Jack Center, doing
that
well.
is Howard. I thought that was Howard. Now why are we going left?
Falcon 587, you said you wanted the RNAV runway 9er approach?
That's the only thing about this King Air is this,
Falcon 587, roger. When able, clear direct Mog P on the T6.
it's hard
for the
to adjust
RNAV
your
runway
heading. I
9er
gotta get my
approach.
panels popped out for this thing. That's what we need to do. We need to also adjust our FS realistic stuff because alright, we'll just get turned on course here and then we will engage the nav.
Sorry, who was it?
And what we could do is actually go in here, do the direct
Wings,
2 again.
410, reset your transponder squawk. Squawk 2745.
And then we go nav. And now that'll get us on our direct here.
Actually, I typed the wrong call sign. Give me a second. Squawk, what is going on? Runway 410, squawk 4356. Runway 999, you're not supposed to turn on your own. You're not following the star there. Just turn right, heading 210, Springwings 999.
We had to back off the climb because we were fixing the stall. Trying to figure out this climb mode on this thing.
Yeah, when you get to the end of the star, there's a heading off of that you need to follow. Send Dominican 1629, nothing further. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
All right, not bad. A little quirky, trying to learn this autopilot here. But we're up and at it. See if we can do an IAS
Runway
climb.
410, your radar contacts. About 30 miles southeast of the Barron intersection. Cross Barron at maintain
I don't think the
8,000.
IAS
Orlando
climb
altimeter 3025. Runway 410, expect ILS, runway 36 left approach.
All right, let me go and mess with this FS realistic here.
Runway's 999, turn left heading 030.
I want to go profile, copy from, fly.
Runway's 999, about 3 miles from Amidi, maintain
no,
3,000.
let's go.
With the localizer, Cloyd ILS, runway 36 left approach. Oh, sorry, you're going to 3. You confused me because Sterling doesn't park over there. That's why when you asked for it, this disregards. Runway's 999, just fly heading 030. I'll have further here for you in a minute. Expect 35 right. Yeah, Sterling's park's on the west complex. That's why it's in my head.
I don't think this IAS is working.
FedEx 5452 cross Luther at 4,000. Luther cleared ILS runway 15 approach. Cross Luther at 4,000.
All right, watching out torque as we climb. That torque falls off, so we need to
587. Are you able to go direct to
give her a little bit more power here
for the RNAV 3 for the RNAV runway 9 approach?
Keep our speed up. ITT is good.
Falcon 587, thank you. Falcon 587, cross Mach P at or above 3,000. Cleared RNAV runway 9 approach.
Yeah, I don't think the IAS climb is functional.
Runway's 999, flighting 060, just want to maintain 1,600.
All right, either way, we got us 1,400 foot a minute on the climb. And we'll bring you guys back over. Tyler Rocks, what's going on, bro? Welcome aboard. Not bad on the flyby sound.
Runway 999, you're 5 miles from Hughes, turn left heading 030, maintain 1,600 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 35 right approach. November 26 Lima, contact Washington Center, 126.87, so long.
126.87, 26 Lima.
Jacksonville Center, Sedation 829 Delta 470.
November 829 Delta, Jacksonville Center, other. Southwest 10, cross Madiat, maintain 11,000. The Tampa altimeter 3022.
Madiat 11,000, 11,000.
Washington Center, good evening. King Air November 826 Lima is passing 12,000. Climbing flight level 190 direct GSO.
Center 26 Lima, Washington Center, good evening. Do you want 18 or 20 for the final for directional flight?
We can take 180.
I'll show it. November 826 Lima, down to maintain flight level 180.
Up to 180, A6 Lima.
November 49er Bravo Alpha, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. 13297, 49 Bravo Alpha.
I keep messing up my damn call sign. It's not a call sign I normally use. We'll put this here so we can just reference it. Oh, it's right here on the daggone dash, 826 Lima. Okay. I didn't even see that at first. But we are above 10,000. Let's see, we're getting a... What is this? Altitude warn?
American 221, cross Stupar, flight level 270.
Is it our cabin altitude? Yes, it is. It was our cabin altitude. We're finna pass out back here. Alright, we'll come down and get the landing lights off, taxi lights, wing lights, recog lights can all come through to off. And y'all know I've already got my captain's meal here. We've got us some Carolina Kitchen, if you ain't heard of it. I don't know if y'all got them elsewhere, but we've got them here in Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I'll just show you. Y'all know I like my soul food, but we've got some fried pork chops,
let's see,
some buttery cabbage, as well as the collard greens.
Flight 932
is what we're fixing to get into.
Delta 8384, contact the Raleigh approach 124.95.
Y'all know I don't do all of that fast food that often.
124.95 for 884.
If we ain't cooking, I'm trying to make sure we get something hearty.
And Washington Center 1932, have you requested step away for 15 minutes?
Hawaiian 932, let's see, go direct to SALD, S-A-W-E-D, direct SALD, and that's approved, just advise back.
Yep, just what the doctor ordered.
SALD, then we'll call you back, Hawaiian 932 heavy.
Pilot Depth, what's up, bro? Pilot Depth is in the house. Greg says yes. Yes, sir. He must know about the Carolina kitchen.
There 5103, watch, climb maintain full light level 380.
300.
I got some gravy here, but I don't really know if I want to get messy like that on such a short flight. Famous on social media. We've had him here for forever, bro. All right, let's see if this thing levels us off as it should. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna look for about 1900 on the torque. That's fine. ITT is still good. Even though I think that may be broken, because the ITT I think should be higher. And on the prop, I'm gonna pull the prop back. We'll say to 18. All right, props back to 1800, and that gives us a nice little cruise power setting. We still got that red warning for the cabin altitude as it equalizes. Oh my goodness.
November 26 Lima, the center pilot discretion maintain 13,000, the Greensboro altimeter 3050.
Pilot's discretion down to 13,000 for 26 Lima.
Delta 100, cross hogs, flight level 180.
Alright, let's see.
Hogs, flight level 180, Delta 100, heading.
3-1.
American 221, descend via the Filbo 4, arrival at Philly altimeter 3053.
3053, descending via Filbo 4, American.
I need to activate that.
4152.
Alright, that's good. 13 minutes.
5103, watch, climb maintain file 380.
This is probably gonna be our quickest one and done ever, bro. Like I said, we'll be live again here at 12:30, I think I set it to. Do some DCS in the Chinook. Troop says, damn, that looks good. Yeah, it is, bro. Oh, you saw it first on Instagram, Greg. See, we never seen any of those ads and stuff for Carolina Kitchen. They're just here, bro. You come back to the DMV, dog. Look up a Carolina Kitchen. You won't be disappointed. Life Shows TV says, what's been good? Been watching your last couple of streams. Awesome work. I'm also from the DMV, reside in Atlanta now. Keep doing good work. Hey, appreciate you, man. What part of the DMV are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Eliza's in the house. Welcome aboard. Owls. What's up, bro? Good to see you, Owls. Dominic, what's up, bro? Been a minute. Folks from the DMV post about it. Temple Hills, okay. That's near where I grew up. I'm originally from the Capitol Heights area. PG County. It's all PG County.
Delta 100, contact New York Center 125.32. Have a good night.
125.32.
You say people post about it. That's funny because I've never seen.
Climb maintain 5360.
Maybe it's your algorithm, Greg. I've never seen somebody from here posting about Carolina Kitchen. Now, I also don't. I'm also not in that algorithm to get food reviews. Now, Tiff may have seen some of those because she's into that algorithm. My algorithm sucks, bro. Aviation, booties, and more aviation. Some of my algorithm even combines the two, aviation and booties. Graduated from Potomac, boo. Let's see, I did my first 2 years at Suitland, and then my last 2 years at Forestville. Graduated from Forestville. Thing's pretty decent. Yeah, I'm hoping Black Square comes and brings their analog King Air. On over to 24 and make it standalone like they did with the Caravan. I mean, this thing's nice. It's okay. I've never been a huge fan of Carenado, but I do have some experience with them. Quite a bit, actually. From X-Plane.
Washington Center, November 51 Alpha Yankee.
And the one thing that kind of stood out to me always was that
17,500.
their aircraft were
Yankee Watch, maintain
always
VFR,
looked good.
Rally altimeter 3054.
But they were like
We'll maintain
10
VFR,
times better
one
when you added the what is it called?
We're going to be 17,500
The reality
for about,
expansion pack or something to it.
Okay.
And Washington line, Emerson Chevy's back.
Hawaiian 930, Roger.
Man, this gravy is hitting. We got to stop eating, yo. It's about time for us to descend. All right, that's enough, Leo. All right, that's enough, Leo.
American 145, watch center, good evening, climb, and maintain final 400.
Man, I hit the spot. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. 5.5 minutes. Need me a damn toothpick after that.
Delta 1232, I have a question. Is the number sent to me in messages my squawk number, my squawk code?
Delta 1232, you should be squawking 0502, and that looks like what you're squawking.
Check your
okay,
telly.
Never mind then.
Let's see what you got.
Washington Center, 4152, 300.
Who's calling center? It's broken. I can barely understand you there.
Yeah, I ain't seen these ones. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely Carolina Kitchen, but like I said, I ain't never seen these See, I think that second one is something different, bro. I don't think that's
November 826 Lima Atlanta Center is closed. Frequency change is approved.
Maybe it is.
That rate of descent should be fine. You got traffic 9 to 10 o'clock, 8 miles eastbound 9000, Boeing. Correction is DC6. There, 826 Lima Chicago.
I'm sorry, can you say that again for 826 Lima?
Center 261, yeah, you're going to be past him, I think, now. But you do got traffic, 9 to 10 o'clock, 5 miles eastbound at 9,000. There's a DC6, but your rate of descent should keep you above him. Atlanta is closed. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
All right, over to the dark side. Thanks for your help. November 826 Lima. See you.
Delta 1232, Jacksonville Center's closed. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Frequency change approved. Good night.
All right, over to the dark side. We've got 2 minutes until he said our rate of descent. Our rate of descent is 0 because we ain't started yet. But we're getting ready to start down in about another 2 minutes. I don't know why I still got this daggone altitude warn. Yeah, we set our cabin altitude to 19,000. And so, all right, I just saw some rudder boost. That's why my rudder was mushy on takeoff. This switch is supposed to come on, but it's not clickable for me. This rudder boost switch should be on. So hopefully that doesn't inhibit us on the approach. .054 is our altimeter in Blue Ridge.
Vertical track.
All right, vertical track. That means we're inside of 1 minute. Till top of drop. Politics, food, and flights are my algorithm. Yeah, I got some politics in there. I got politics, I got some food, flights, booties. A lot of men stuff, you know. It's a nice looking aircraft. She flies pretty good too. All right, let's go ahead and start on down. We'll go vertical speed and we'll nose it on down. We're looking for about 1,300 foot a minute. And we'll pull some power. Alright, that should be good. I'll pull a little bit of power so we don't overspeed, over torque. Short flight, so no boom room service on this one. That's the thing about some of these legs in our NASCAR schedule. Some of them are short like this. I could have easily did this one in the helicopter as well, and it took us 2.5 hours. But I figure it's perfect arena for a turboprop. And we'll have other opportunities. Like next week's leg, I think, is going to be short too, because we're sticking in Virginia, kind of, between Virginia and Tennessee, because Bristol Motor Speedway sits literally right on the border of Virginia and Tennessee. And that may be a helicopter flight. We'll see. I also considered doing this leg as a video versus a stream since it was so short, but I was like, hell with it, we'll just stream it. It's easier as far as not having to edit and stuff like that for us. And don't forget, guys, we'll be live again in about an hour and 30 minutes over in DCS. We'll be mucking about in the CH-47 Chinook, rescuing some downed pilots. Bristol is not a very hospitable place. I've been through there a time or two. Ain't never give me no problems. Now, I haven't been there for a race. So far, the tracks I've been to, Martinsville, where we're going now, Richmond, Dover, Pocono. Is there any other ones? Martinsville, Richmond, Dover, Pocono. I don't think I've been anywhere else yet. Oh snap, we are at 13. That happened quick. Alright, let's go here. And what we'll do, since we are direct, oh, we never got our approach put in either. I'm slacking. That's what happens, you get behind the aircraft on these short legs here. We're doing the RNAV 3-1. Vectors will load and activate it. 2,600 feet. Let's see, VNAV. Let's go direct for the VNAV. And let's see what we need down. Why didn't it activate for us? Alright, let's just bug down to 26. We'll go vertical speed and we'll just get the nose down. And let's come back and see what we got going zone. Alright, so let's go heading mode for a second. And let's see, we're direct to U Lake. Alright, and we'll go back into nav mode.
Vertical track.
And that should have given us our vertical track now. Yeah, 26. We need about 1,100 foot a minute. We've got about 13. We'll keep the descent coming. right, so we're looking good here. Nephew played minor league baseball for the Chicago White Sox there and hated it. I hated going to visit. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It seems, you know, if you know, you know. Again, like I said, I haven't gone to any races there, but I've hauled loads through and been through there. Like I said, I hadn't had any issues or anything like that. People were really nice. A lot of hollers. A lot of hollers out in them there hills. All right, coming up on 10,000, we'll get external lights all back on, except nose and taxi. So we're looking good on the descent. We're going to pull a little bit more power so we're not too fast here. And I think we are already activated on the approach. And we'll arm the approach here as well. But then that throws us into VOR mode. We're not doing the ILS. We want to stay in GPS here. Center that came on. 133725. And Washington Center, good evening. King Air, November 826 Lima. 7,000, correction, yeah, 7,000. Descending to Blue Ridge Airport.
King Air 826 Lima, Washington Center, roger. You said you're descending into Blue Ridge?
Yeah, descending into Blue Ridge, run an extended base for the RNAV runway 31.
26 Lima, roger. Are you flying that approach, or are you still on the base? Or is there, are you cleared for the approach? Did you clear yourself for the approach?
Yes, we cleared ourselves for the approach. 26 Lima.
26 Lima, roger that. I'll get back to you in 1 second. Stop at 1583, turn left heading 100 vectors final.
100 vectors final.
Up at 1583 to center maintain 2000.
Down to 2000, 1583.
All right, come on, my guy. Here's our glide path coming in.
American 145, descend to maintain flight level 380. FedEx 4152.
Victorious, what's up, my man? You doing good, bro? Can't complain.
Southwest 1583 is 3 miles from Catchment. Turn left heading 040. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 1 approach.
040 until established on the ILS. Southwest 1583.
Take from 145 380.
All right.
Center, good evening. Endeavor 5165, level
Come on,
10,000,
DC.
Clipper 3 arrival.
Endeavor 5165, Washington Center. Hello, expect the Mount Vernon visual to runway 1, Washington, altimeter
Come on,
3054.
DC. Let me get a landing clearance now.
Check Mount Vernon visual to runway 1.
All right, we'll swap you guys over.
Endeavor 5165.
November 826 Lima, no traffic observed between you and the Blue Ridge Airport. Advise cancellation of IFR in the underground. That's frequency change approved.
All right, we'll go ahead and cancel IFR, frequency change approved, 26 Lima.
26 Lima, thanks. Squawk VFR, radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good one.
All right, squawking VFR, frequency change approved, 26 Lima.
United 1182, expect Mount Vernon visual, runway 1 approach, Washington, altimeter 3054.
Mount Vernon visual, 401, 1180.
All right, let me see what, do we have a C-tab here? 22.7. Miles out. Blue Ridge Airport, King Air, November 826 Lima, 10-mile final, RNAV runway 31, Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge Airport, I'm sorry, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha on a 45 for a left downwind, runway 31, full stop, number 2 for arrival.
Altimeter was 3054. Now here's the thing, I don't have the airport in sight. Oh, there it is. We're crabbing. All right, we'll go first notch your flaps. We'll go gear down. Yeah, we're crabbing.
Ridge Airport, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha, extended left downwind, number 2 for arrival, runway 31, Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge Airport, King Air 826 Lima, 5 mile, correction, 3.5 mile final, RNAV 31, Blue Ridge. All right, we'll go second notch, and we'll take over. We're
and Blue Ridge traffic, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha, turn to left base, runway 31, arriving traffic at flight number 2, runway 31, Blue.
Alright, we'll hand flyer on in, get back on profile. We're a dot high. It is a little bumpy over these hills. This is my first official landing in the King Air here. Really bumpy. Really bumpy. Woo-wee.
500.
Jeez Louise. We're working for this one. Working for this one.
Blue Ridge Airport, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha on final runway 31, number 2 for arrival. Blue.
Oh, she's a floater. Well, I gotta adjust my daggone, what's the name? Yeah, I gotta adjust my daggone FS realistic. That was too intense. We definitely floated her out, but King Air can handle it. And yeah, that rudder boost is not working.
Blue Ridge Airport, Chancellor 49 Bravo Alpha, short final 31, full stop. Blue.
Blue Ridge Airport, King Air 26 Lima. It's clear of 31 at the end there. We'll be taxiing back to the ramp via unnamed taxiway, Blue Ridge. All right, gents, welcome to Blue Ridge Airport. We got a little freeware one from TO. It's not much, but some of these airports in the season ain't much anyway. So this is what we got. It's not default, but it's what we got. Let's see. There's Troop there. Coming in. Yeah, that one was kind of spicy. I may need to adjust my my controls profile on that. It seemed a little sensitive, so we may need to adjust our curves, which is fine. It's something that I do with a lot of my aircraft. This one will need its own profile, I believe. But yeah, for a cold stream on this thing, it's pretty decent, I think. Gary's in the house. What's going on, Gary? FS Realistic making you work for it? Yeah, absolutely, bro. I was just tapping the brakes, you know, just to kind of kick it back over because that rudder boost switch should be working. Literally, it feels like I'm ruddering around without power steering. That's what it feels like. Needs to cut a check. Yeah, I love FS Realistic, man. It definitely adds, you know, a different level of realism.
Traffic, Cessna 49 Bravo Alpha,
as far as your
3-1,
physics and
unknown
stuff.
taxiway, taxi to ramp via Alpha.
But it definitely needs to be tweaked on a per aircraft basis. So right now I'm using the profile that I used. We'll go down to a more open spot. I'm using my profile that I used for the Caravan. I mean, similar sized aircraft, right? And that obviously is too expensive. And when I say too expensive, I mean, you saw the way, you know, the lateral forces was on for landing just with rudder inputs. So once you get it dialed in, it's definitely on a per aircraft basis type deal. But it's worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. Worth its weight in gold. All right, so we'll come on in here and park over by the cars that'll take us over to the track. This thing's still better than a Sobo King Air 350. Hands down. Hands down. Now let's see where we're gonna park at. We'll pull over here and loop her on around. Oh, it doesn't like that sharp rudder input. That's what it is. All right, parking brakes on. That is fine. And let's check out the shutdown sounds and see if they're worth anything. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, we are going to run the replay because I don't know how this plane reacts. So before we shut everything down, we'll just go ahead and run the replay and do it that way. All right, Hoss, I'm gonna log off and run this replizzle.
All right, later, brother. Good flight.
Hell yeah. All right, let's do this. We'll go disconnect and we'll come up top here. We'll go flight control replay. We'll stop the recording. We'll just do a quick save and we will hit play on it. That is fine. Let's see where we're at. All right, yeah, let's jump out and run some of these replays here, gents. Again, appreciate you guys. Short leg, one and done. I told you, one and done. We're gearing up for part 2 of tonight's festivities. This is a stream doubleheader kind of night. So come and join me in about an hour as we hop over in DCS and get our tail feather shot up as we try to lighten the map of downed pilots is what we got going on for tonight. You guys have DCS and you fly choppers or whatever, I'll be on the Rotorhead server. Join up. So we'll watch this one in good detail since we had to work for that one. Yeah. And get this, the winds are calm here, but the reality is at the airport the winds are saying calm, but over these hills of the Blue Ridge and Appalachian Mountains, there's anything but calm. I will tell you that.
500.
I will tell you that. Said FS Realistic needs to cut a check. So the airport, I mean the racetrack sits about 15 miles to the east of here. Oh yeah, we was absolutely working it coming in there. Float City. She just did not want to touch down. Yeah, see, I had to throw in some differential brake right there. That rudder boost switch wasn't on. Now, let's take that back. Aircraft looks beautiful though, I will say that. Look at that float. Nice. Not a bad touchdown though. I will say that. Not a bad touchdown. Got some multiplayer traffic coming in. That may be true. Let's take her on back. Alright, let's ride this one. Damn, I don't have a... Ride this one from here. I don't have a dash cam set up. That FS Realistic was too much on that one. So we'll have to tweak that. The best way to tweak your FS Realistic is right here in the replay. But we are, let's see, do we have a tower view here? MTV. No, there's no, oh, hold on. Yeah, tower view is weird. Let's see. I can put one over here though. That's because this is more than most likely an uncontrolled airport. Alright, let's take her on back.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, shut up, lady. We didn't
Don't
sink.
Don't sink.
This looks like it's running
Don't sink.
fast forward.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
And everything's not all the way loaded in yet. Aircraft looks beautiful though. Look at that thing. Floating it out. Ah, my earbuds too. That was me, I think, just touched down. Oh, okay. That was you. That was you. Let's see. We'll run it one more time. We'll run it from out here. And what we'll do is we'll get ourselves a quick makeshift dash view for you gents. Alright. So yeah, gents, that's gonna do it for us. Like I said, a quick one and done. Quick one and done. That's what she said. You'll be redirected. Those of you that are still here will be redirected to the second stream of tonight. But we'll jump over in DCS. In about an hour's time, I'm gonna get my controls swapped over and we'll kick it, drink some beers, and just chillax on this Saturday night and have some fun over in DCS. It's been a few years since we played DCS, mainly due to the F-15 debacle with the developer and Eagle Dynamics, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but we're slowly creeping our way back in. We're slowly creeping our way and relearning those aircraft. It's not like over here where you can kind of muscle your way through on a commercial level of not having flown an aircraft in months. DCS is a totally different beast. You talk about study level. I mean, study level, not only are you learning navigational systems, you're learning how to employ weapons, how to take off and land, how to taxi, how to cold start. All of that stuff is like 10 times ahead of even Microsoft or the most freaking study level of X-plane aircraft. Like, it's just another level. So that's why it's taking us a minute, but we're back at it tonight, gents. Stop through, hang out, have a beer, pour yourself a drink. We'll see you in just a little bit right here.